Welcome to Coach's Corner, everybody. I'm Lyndon.
I'm Em.
Amy.
Debbie.
And this is Coach's Corner, where we help people change their relationship with food and fitness, sharing all the information we've gained to help you reach your own personal goals. Please make sure you like this video and share it with those around you. Again, we do this for the community, the one we already have and the people we're going to meet. So obviously, we want you to also hit the notification button and subscribe. That way you get new video as it comes out. So we've been doing a couple different things. One thing we've been doing in particular is really trying to put into the air what we'd like to see from our community. We're getting better at giving out that information. We're improving on a regular basis. And we just did a whole new season of podcasting that we are basically we're talking about the direction of GID and all this stuff that comes with it. So I'd like to ask all of you to start. How did you feel about doing some episode work? In the past, we've only done it very much so like, hey, what happened today? Let's sit down, let's chat a little bit. But this time we took a little bit more intention, tried something new. See how you all feel about it.
I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed doing like the mental, spiritual, physical rounds, but I think this was like a nice mix-up that invited us to have like different conversations and just felt a little more diversified to me. Chad's hands.
I like the structure. I think it feels like an iteration, like a natural progression from where we started in the podcast.
Yeah.
I think having some.
How long have we been doing this?
At least a year. At very least a year.
Say it's been a while, right? Like it hasn't been short.
Because I remember the first time I got on this mic. I remember that like it was yesterday.
Well, y'all been doing it even longer than.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was actually asking how long we've been doing it.
Yeah,
It was I think like a year and a half probably,
Yeah, we've been doing it with you two.
I think for almost a year.
Seriously?
Because I've been making covers
like
for
half
like
a year.
Brett was in the first one.
Oh.
Like half a year.
Well, I started making covers like a year ago. Maybe we started.
Yeah, but you weren't in them when you started making covers.
Yeah, because I was watching them last year at this time.
That's fair.
It was about the lilac and stuff. I was watching the podcast regularly.
It wasn't even it was definitely at least me and Devin, but like we had
I don't think
a couple people on.
Brett was in the first one. Dre was in like one of the
Brett.
Yoga Brett?
Oh,
Brett.
You weren't in that one then.
I was in it too. Yeah.
I don't remember you and Brett being in one together. That's so funny.
Yeah, we were in the first one together. I remember.
So crazy.
I didn't say shit.
I remember.
I didn't say shit.
I remember one with Brett and Bree. I remember that one. I think I just saw that one recently, which is why I remember it. Oh my goodness, horribly unscripted.
There was one where we had the big mics attached to the table.
Yeah.
Stands and Dre was in that one.
I don't remember Dre being in one. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is wild. I'm like, Dre was in one. I interviewed my mom.
I remember that one.
I've interviewed Tasha a couple times. We did a couple different things together.
This was before Tasha.
Courtney.
This was before all those
Junior was on before. Michelle and Garth.
Was John on one?
John Junior was on twice.
Yeah.
But one time didn't record.
Oh, no.
So we only did the one
Kayla.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kayla was on for a couple. That was around the time that she was doing her own thing too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you? I'm getting there.
Dang, that is crazy. No, maybe this is just a thing for me, but like again, when we sit with these things, like I've been doing this for over a decade now, right? And like seriously, like as a job, not just like I do this and I want to help people, but as a job, as an entrepreneur. I think I came into it truly probably like 5 years ago on the current path, right? But I was actually talking to my mom yesterday, and she was talking about my rough starts and how I didn't quit, and that's how most startups end up failing, is because people quit when things don't go exact and stuff like that. And I was just laughing about it all, because you really don't take a chance to look back and reflect. Usually, like how far you've come. All you can think about is what you're doing for the most part, because life is so busy in so many different ways. So last night we went out to the Museum of Play, and fun time. It was an adult night thing they do every, I don't know.
Oh yeah, the happiest
so
hour
often.
there, or whatever.
Yeah. So we went to that, and it was I've never been to one of them, right? So it was nice to watch people just kind of drop their guard, like not show up to be grown, but show up as themselves, and it was just a fun time. Like I don't think there was any animosity the entire night I was there. I didn't see anything bad. No one came in with bad intentions. People didn't make it rude, or it was just nice. So it makes me again, reflective moments are things that I've been thinking about probably for the last 24 hours, just in general. So I thought about this podcast, and I was like, man, we really started. Like, I do remember there was one mic on a table. The first one was with Brett, but I don't remember you in it. That's why I keep saying that, because I don't remember. We were sitting at the table in the front. It was just me and him, right?
Well, did y'all do one before me? Because I remember the first one I was in.
Okay. Yeah, see, I was like, when you said Brett, I was like, I remember.
Like, maybe y'all did something before me.
I remembered sitting at, because it was janky as hell, right? It was one of our setup tables, and it was plugged into my computer, and then you had a mic, right? Like, I was like, yeah, I don't think he was part of that, right? So yeah, but just from that to now, right? I mean, even if you look at the background, we were in the front and there was nothing up there. So just those things alone prove how far we've come in a short time frame. What's your favorite moment in this previous season? What's something that stuck out to you?
I was like in awe.
Oh yeah,
Podcasting forever.
it's a long
Podcasting. I don't know.
you gave up.
Okay, my favorite
Well,
moment was what we recorded on Wednesday.
And didn't.
And you said switch it up, and we all clapped, like all three of us clapped at the same
With
time.
no eye contact.
Yeah, no, because I know it's a small thing, but I love that. It's a small moment.
It
but
has you know it's that bug that not bugs, that doesn't bug me. It's interesting how stuff I say has become like just staple in the community, and I'm like I never wouldn't think that came into something, but it really did. There's a couple different things, right? We should definitely do a theme of be your favorite coach type night and see what people do. Like, that would be hilarious. Hilarious, right?
I'm gonna dress up as Amy.
go for it. I was like, that means we get to dress up like a coach too.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm right. Maybe you're not your favorite coach.
I already have similar clothes.
Maybe you're not. Right?
I haven't coached myself. No.
I'm coaching myself all the
never
time. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad.
Sometimes you love and hate your coach. That's what makes him your favorite coach. So I think I actually agree. They're small moments with so much context, which is what makes them great moments. I agree. What you guys got?
I don't know. I'm percolating over here.
Percolating? All right.
Yeah, not percolation.
All right.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Turn into coffee.
Yeah.
Just a little small shake
Brewing it.
with a simmer.
My favorite moment.
Yeah, it can be like a top 5. It doesn't have
Top five. I'd say I like a lot of the talks we had off camera. Or like right before I don't know how you cut it, but it was probably on camera but off camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right
I'm like, oh, the camera's on. This happened. Yeah, I've definitely done that. Those were before we got more structure.
Yeah.
Right? Like probably what you're referring to, like those moments.
Yeah.
It kind of happens now, but it doesn't happen like before.
It doesn't happen
Before,
nearly as
it's
often,
crazy.
which is why I appreciate it more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, fair.
I also, the times where we lose footage, I feel like that's like, if we had it as like bonus archive, like ancient
thinking
footage,
about that, yeah.
like that's the best footage right there. We'll be having the best talks, and it'll be like,
I'm sitting up here. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, we didn't hit record.
That's
Yeah.
No one's got their mics on.
You learn quite a bit. Like you do. You learn quite a bit from this stuff. I set out to help a lot of people just by like what I gained my knowledge when it came to training and stuff. So when people were like, do video, I was like, why? Right? Like that was my first. I questioned so many things right? Make it make sense to me so I want to do it, right? And I remember somebody was like, you need to buy an expensive camera. And I was like, I'll use my phone. I was rebelling so hard, but then I realized that I was at a position where I did need to spend an amount of money to make it into something that you don't see every day. If I want to stand out, then I got to do things that make us stand out, right? Including actually sharing my training. Someone was just asking me if I'm going to start shooting content like mic'd up, my workouts mic'd up. It's going to be a lot of that. Be a lot of heavy breathing. That's
what they came here for.
Yeah, listen. I'd laugh. My favorite moments from the podcast are when everything is stripped away and the conversations are so real that you never know what the emotions are going to be. Those are my favorite. It doesn't matter what those moments are. Those are my favorite moments. One that particularly comes to mind, we were trying to get our feng shui on. It was me and Devin, and we were talking about your son. We were talking about what it is to be a father, and I was telling you I was proud of you and shit like that. And it was just like, I think we both cried on camera a little bit. We hugged. Those moments.
Bring that shit back up.
Yeah, that moment. It was, cause man, I try not to toot your horn too much, but at the same time, like, you've come a long way. So a lot of those things that matter, you gotta make sure that you, like, first of all, you definitely have to acknowledge them, right? But like, there's a fear for me, for the people I love and care about, that if I acknowledge you too much, it breeds complacency. And I don't want the people around me to be complacent. I didn't get into this to be average. You get what I'm saying? Like, I am, again, meet me. My whole life is it's like people have definitely said things have happened to me are movie-esque, right? And I'm not saying that like I'm the man. I mean, like, the things that I do, the way I carry myself, the way that I move, it's not something you see every day. It's like the story, like my brother was saying, it's the story of a hero. And I was like, that's kind of cool, right? And again, I strived for that, right? Even how I come into the morning, sometimes I'm all hoodied up and I'm just like, what's up, guys? And I just leave immediately. They're like, what the fuck are you going to do? I ran a mile, then I worked out for 30 minutes, then I ran another mile, and then I came back. Like, it really, and that sounds funny, but this is the type of stuff I'm really doing, right? It's because of who I strive to be. So when the bullshit is removed, the cameras are off, or those moments where you're being your raw, unfiltered self are my favorite moments. So when we do get a chance to capture them, they're the ones that stand out to me the most. Okay? So, again, I've said this so many times, I think we do this for the love of the people. I don't think we ever sat and we're just like, this is going to make us top 10 podcasters and all of this area. I don't think we ever did that, but I realized that if we really love what we do, then you gotta evolve doing it. You can't stay in the same place. If you do, then you're doing not only yourself a disservice, but you're also doing the people who believe in you and trust you a disservice. I definitely didn't think this community would go this far. I didn't expect to get as big as we have, but I don't want people to think that means that I had low expectations. It's not that I had low expectations. I had no expectations. I just said, whatever God want to do, I'm going to let him do it and set up. And here we are. A couple years later, doing bigger things and continuing to do bigger things, which is still blowing my mind to this day. I'm trying to be grateful for it all, but also keep it moving. And I would not replace my current team for anything. I appreciate you guys. I really do. So I would, I think wrapping up this season, sharing our favorite moments, asking each other questions, like, kind of sets up for what we're gonna do next, right? Because as Dev said, unscripted moments are the best. I agree. So is there anything you all want to talk about or ask or any of that stuff? Like, listen, I'm already an open book. I think most people know this, but at the same time, is there anything we should talk about to close out another season of GID's podcast? Or
I got my
what's it
favorite
called?
moment.
Coaches.
Yeah, you still
Oh,
need to
my
show that.
My bad. You right. We went to you and then you didn't have it. All right. Yeah, you're right.
It did have
My bad.
Coffee's done.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Percolate.
It's fresh.
She's sitting here too.
No. Well, I was thinking we were just talking about this like new method. I really like talking about client progress. We did that at one point because it actually made me think about it in the moment, but it also made me pay more attention. Like as I've started to train, like it's made me look at really how that's going for people over the course of weeks, now that we've had like a chance to see the same people over the course of weeks. Like I think yesterday, Jada, like her form and like the adjustments she's making herself, really like it surprised me because I hadn't been maybe honing in on that, even though I have trained with her a few times, and I was like, wow, you're really getting that now. That's awesome. So yeah, I think it just changed my perspective overall, just what I'm looking at.
Perspective shift.
I would add on that watching people grow gives you perspective. Like, so that's 100%. Yeah, I agree. All right. Anything we want to talk about? Anything you wanna
Yeah,
ask?
I got something that's on my mind.
Shoot.
Hey.
I don't know if it'll fit.
Fuck it.
We were watching a video yesterday. It was talking about the master versus the performer.
Okay.
As far as mindset, and it just came up when you said I don't want to breed complacency in my coaches and like giving too many like accolades and things like that.
Yeah.
And they did this experiment with kids where they were solving a puzzle, and one group of kids, they would say like after they solved the puzzle, like great job, you're really smart, you know, like good job, and then give them a harder puzzle. And they had another control group. They were like, yeah, great job. You must have worked really hard on that puzzle.
Well, the control group, they didn't get any
and
praise.
and a control group that had no praise.
No praise.
But the experiment showed that the children who received praise that said you must have worked really hard on that go for the harder puzzle the next time, each time. And the ones that have the praise of being really smart have to then protect that image of being perceived as really smart, so they go for the easiest puzzle the next time.
Gotcha.
And I just thought that was interesting, and that had me thinking about how, like, where I fall as far, because this is a video game thing, but the types of video games I go for are mastery video games. I like to master it, and just like, I like it to be very hard and just try until I figure everything out about it. And I think that's how I go about life. And I think the type of praise that I was given when I was younger was more, you must have worked really hard on that. I did have people saying I was smart, but I think I absorbed the working really hard praise. And I think that doesn't breed complacency, you know? Like, I think being recognized for the hard work I'm putting in does make me want to do way more every time. And I just think that I wanted to share that because I was thinking about it, and when you said that.
It's all right. I mean, talking about not breeding complacency in coaches isn't not giving praise or giving praise, which is what you're talking about. It's more like I've seen people overdo it and they create egos. And shit, I'm gonna forget this. Damn it, everything's connected, and I gotta keep remembering that. I just listened to the difference between stating a fact and telling a story. That's how I'm going to explain it right now. So telling like a lot of people will say, you know, they'll tell you about something and they'll talk about the emotions it evoked, what they saw happening, things of that nature. Like that's how they'll talk about it, right? Not realizing that that's not saying the facts, right? They'll explain it as like it's law. Like they'll talk about emotion and it'll be like, this is what happened.
But
No,
it's
this is
story.
your perspective of what happened, right? A lot of what's the way I heard it described was if you had a video played back, exactly what was on that video is what happened, right? So, you know, talking about like praise, right? The facts are, I like to think of it like, what are the facts? The facts are is that I do give out praise. The facts are that I do make sure that I tell you guys I appreciate you, and I show my version of that appreciation by doing things for you, right? So it's there. What you do with it is on you. I can't change what you do with it, but I know for a fact that, again, if you're overpraising someone or giving them too much, like it's like hyping up a client, right? Yeah. Hyping up a client is different than telling them the truth of exactly what you see. And people know on some level or another. People kind of know, right? C-Mac's a great example, right? How many times have you seen me, just even today, say something to C-Mac and she's like, I'm not going to do that again, and I'd say it, and then she's like, all right, because I will say, well, we've done this, we did this, why don't you just give it a try? Like, it's that building of confidence, hearing what has been done, help, and her trust in me breeds the ability to want the confidence to do whatever the thing is, or to choose the harder thing, right? So, but on the other side, you've also seen the doubt that creeps in, no matter what's done. It's the forgetting of the thing. So, my overall thing for the people I care about, it doesn't matter what level. If I'm a client, it's a client, someone who works for me, someone I care for near and dear. My whole pattern is to make sure that I tell you what I actually see, and I don't put how I feel about it on you when I tell you. I can do that, but I like to make sure that I say what I see, and then the other piece comes up. So that way we can have a real conversation about what's happening, not how you feel about it, not how you think it looks, but literally, I move the phone over here, this means that it's closer to him, right? That's just facts, right? But I could say, I really wanted Em to read this text message, so I moved my phone over so she could view it. Again, that's, you get what I'm saying? Making it into a story is like sliding my phone to the left. I felt like Em would read what's on my phone. I don't know if she's gonna do that or not, right? You get what I'm saying? It's a different space. So I like to give out praise. I don't like to neglect people's praise, but also, this is me as an individual. I can definitely say everyone at this table has felt what it's like for me to love you in spite of you, right? And what I mean by that is it doesn't matter what you do, I just choose to love how I want to love, right? Hopefully that lands for you, and you can tell me if it doesn't, and I'm willing to change that if it's the case and it makes sense. But sometimes, you know, it is what it is, right? And in those moments, you know, I'm not asking for permission to love you, right? I'm just loving you. And as I love you, you get to interpret it how you see fit. Now, if we have a great relationship, we talk about it, and hopefully it changes. But there's definitely been times where I've stepped in and it's like, yo, you did that? Yes, right? That's who I am, that's what I do. I'm not gonna change it because of a thing. Hopefully it becomes a space for us to grow closer together. But sometimes, like, you know, people don't appreciate it. It makes them upset. And I had to learn to live with that. I had to learn to live with what it means to love people in spite of themselves. No matter what the return from that person, that individual, I just looked at it as, let's call it cosmic karma, right? So me doing things that a person of my space and what I have resource access to, doing what I do is going to be returned in one way or another. It does not have to be from the individual. So you may not like it, but like I talk about some of the people I helped before this, and again, I can say that even though it wasn't returned from them, I now have this team. Do you get what I'm saying? So a lot of it, I think, is that. For a lot of people, it's like, praise is good. We don't lie with it though. And emotion can lie, and you don't mean it to. I'm not saying you're a bad person if you express what you feel about a thing. I'm just saying that your emotions can literally betray what's actually happening in front of you. So I choose not to do that when I give praise. That's how I look at it. Anything else?
Yeah.
All right, that was a good one. That's a good question. Let's see. Oh, new season stuff. Not for the podcast, but just general in space. Classes are taking off, so we're going to be doing some stuff with that. We've got some teaching opportunities outside. Stay tuned for Rhythm and House being outside, Debbie Dance being outside. We're doing some different things. Yeah, we're gonna let you guys know where you can find us, especially if you're able to attend. But we're every time I see somebody, it's weird. First off, I'm just a guy, right? Like so when I go do stuff. And people are like, "You're the guy who does this," and I'm just like, "That's interesting."
It is weird,
right? Yeah. You've been with me once or twice.
It's happening to me.
So it's happening to you now. Okay, so you can absolutely relate to the thing. So people will come up and they identify you with an action, right? And it can feel it's jarring, but it also lets you realize the impact you're having.
It's working.
It's weighty. It is. It's weighty, right? Like now I'm known as like a functional training guy. I'm known as the guy with the mentality to help people and things of that nature. And I'm like, hell yeah, right? Because that's what I was going for. I've literally been called into 2 different places because my mindset is different, and they want to know what makes it tick. And I'm like, honesty. They're like, haha, no, for real. I'm like, no, I'm serious. All right. Right, like again, I can't try to explain it to you if you're not going to listen to me. And
I think there's a disbelief that it's like that easy, easy.
Because that's the easiest thing.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Easiest, hardest.
There you go.
The difference between it, facts. Yeah, that is, and again, that's knowing that difference, right? It is a very simple concept, but it is not easy to live by. And I think that freaks people out, right? They're just like,
that's
it.
Be
doing something else. I'm like, nah,
what do you supplement with?
I have been asked at least twice in the last month what's my cycle. Hilarious to me.
Your cycle?
Yeah, so depending on the places you frequent and who talks to you, people may ask you if you take special outside drugs.
Okay, I got you.
So I've been asked,
you.
yeah, because I'm decent sized, right? I am muscular. I'm not low in body, like I got decent body fat, but I'm not low. And I got all these striations. So people are trying to figure out why do you look the way you look? You got to be doing something extra. I'm like, working now? And they're like, nah. What is it, Ozempic? Right, yo. We were at the thing yesterday, and Garf's cousin was there, and he was just like, yo, first time they killed me, I almost died. Like that's his mark for how awesome the workout is, right? and then it's just, so he's talking to this dude who's never met me before, and he's like, yo, he tried to straight kill me. Dude's like, I don't know if I want death. I'm not sure if I want that.
That's not how you market this thing.
Right?
You gonna die.
It makes,
this close.
Yo, it makes me laugh. Justine did the same thing the other day. I almost threw up.
Oh yeah.
She did throw up.
Right? The week
Just
before.
in her mouth.
Yeah.
Kept it inside.
Well, he did.
The worst part was she was like, oh, it's terrible. Next week, guys. Same time next week. I was like, yeah. Right?
She came the next day.
Yeah. Which I think is crazy, but also kind of funny. It is a perspective thing, right? Like I was explaining how we've truly built a mentally tough community. Right? A lot of places say that, but I see it, and it's dope, and I want to capitalize on it in different ways. But my biggest one, what we used to do back in the day is compete against other spaces to some degree, friendly competition. But
I remember that.
And we haven't done that.
We did one like around the room with a med ball or something, right?
Yeah.
We were doing for time. I remember that.
Yes. So I think we're getting back to that space where like people are starting to ask me, and I'm not even posting videos. They're just seeing like one dude saw a picture of me. He was like, "You get kind of big," what y'all doing over there for training? And he was like, what your members versus my members? I bet our members are more fit. And I was like,
You don't want it.
I said,
You don't want
are you
this
sure?
Let's go.
It's a weird thing to
a weird
just say the
question.
way we said.
Your
right?
members versus my
Well,
members.
I think we gotta look. Okay, you please tell me if this is true or not. When we went to Manhattan and you saw us against other crews, we were just better. I'm not talking shit about nobody, but
Yeah.
as a group, we were just better. Right now, you could equate me being a one-off until they do it. Then it's no longer oh, Lyndon's exceptional. It's like, no, this is what we do. This is what it is, and that's why we're excellent, right? You'd see one dude, he was super big, like small dude. They was calling him Mighty Mouse, but man, he couldn't move well. You get what I'm saying? Then you got the one who moves well, but the weights are super light. She's barely going at it, you know. And these are like coaches of years. Then there's me in a corner throwing around 100 with the biggest dude in the room. Then you got Amy next to what is her name? I want to call her Yadira.
Yaya?
Yaya.
I think her name is Yadira.
Is it
Her
Yadira?
actual name.
Okay, yeah. It might be. But shouts out to Yaya for showing out, and Amy went right behind her and showed out. And was playing it safe the first day, but the second day you showed out a little bit. But the first day you played it safe. You did!
I trained with Yaya the second day.
Yeah, okay, well there you go.
She got like 5 inches on me too. She's tall.
Alright.
I don't even think about it until later. I'm like, yeah, I guess I am like probably smaller than her.
Oh yeah, and you were right with her on everything. Right? And like, it was just funny, right? Because the other crews were like, let's stick together. I was like, I'll see you motherfuckers later. I'm going over here with the big dudes. Right? Like, we show up with even a different mentality, a different spirit. I did like Brooklyn Strength. I thought they were a cool crew.
Yeah, Brooklyn Strength Club.
I really like,
there was like 7 of them there.
Yeah, I liked how they showed up. I thought that was dope. But in terms of fitness levels, my boy, way different. Like, way different. Ike was cool. He's the one that was called Mighty Mouse. And then there was a couple other guys that like came on their own and they're just like, we're dogs. I was like, we're gonna find out. That's all I said. We're gonna find out. I'm the second oldest dude in the room. Second oldest. The one who was older than me was E-Rock.
Yeah.
E-Rock was the only person in the room older than me. So let's say the next oldest person was 30. That means I'm like, say 30, 32. Anywhere from 8 to 10 years difference. I'm out jumping you, I'm out running you, I'm lifting heavier than you, I'm moving faster than you. Oh yeah, I'm loving it. Right?
Better than you.
Right?
My stance better than you.
It was crazy, right? Because I'm telling you, it was one of those moments where this was a confirm, and I definitely saw the competitiveness come out of both of y'all. Amy was fronting the first day, you fronted the first day, and then she was with Yaya. Yaya was like, I can do this. Amy was like, everyone left, and then did it really fast, and I was like, I saw that, right?
Try to put it
and
down.
they were like,
Put it down gently.
Well, that's the first time I ever swung a bell with chalk on it, right? Because I went down to the dudes section. We were swinging bells, and I was like, I'm gonna go down
the
here.
other woman going, there was like, let's say there were 20 women, there was like 3 women who went to the guys.
Yeah.
That's it. Right? So it was just, you could tell. Like, you could tell who's different. And I said you was playing it safe, because you were like, I'm just going to lift this little 44 bells the whole time. And then you saw Yaya swing the 100, and you were like, Yaya was like, God damn, you still haven't stopped? I was like, but that stuff was cool, right? Again, to see what it is. Again, it's the mental tough aspect. I didn't show up and say, be mentally tough. But we really did. We built resilience in here.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what that does for us as a space. Competition sounds fun. So if somebody wants to try us, I'm actually out for it.
Bring it.
Challenge But even more so than that, I just see us doing a lot. I see us getting outside and being part of different things. I see us expanding. So I'm really working on that. My family expanded. I need that guapo. No, I'm just kidding. I actually really like what we do.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
I actually am
It's a good
kidding.
pun.
Here's
I'm
what I'm
kidding.
actually.
It's a double meaning.
Actually, what I really mean when I do what I do, and talk like I talk. Yes, I usually have double meanings, but in this particular instance, I give a damn less about the money. It's just a real nice benefit, right? For what we're doing currently. In the long run, I will care about the money. But as of right now, I'm more worried about spreading the news that we have, and I know money follows that message. So I'm not chasing money. I'm chasing telling the truth, changing the way people look at things. I am personally tired, respectfully, but disrespectfully at the same time. These sucker motherfuckers on the internet acting like they train for real and then talking about people who train for real. Again, it's not the tool, it's the practitioner, right? And a lot of people want to talk about how it's the tool. And I'm like, nah, you don't lift heavy enough. You've never tried that. I was in the gym this morning doing windmills with a bar, 65 pounds. So 10 on each side bar, yeah.
Standing?
Yeah, standing. I did Turkish get-ups yesterday. So having people see strength in different aspects, like people definitely want to know when they see you do something they don't see other people do. So they ask questions, and I love that. Like I love that we're challenging. All we're doing is bringing back old school methods. We're not changing the name of the game, but what we're really doing is showing how the fitness from back then still has application now, and then mixing in modern movement, which I think has helped grow our community. Just today, I was modifying a class, and we had a person who can't even use their wrists. It's all the things that we do play in. I'm super excited about what that's going to look like in bigger spaces and what that's going to give us access to as a community. So again, money is coming. I'm not worried about money like most. Ironically, what I chased in here was community. Money followed. Now I feel like we need to chase telling the truth and showing it to be true. I am truly tired of the tropes where people are misleading people just to get something out of them, and I don't feel like we should do that to anyone. So my whole thing in the next season is to literally push the message of functional training and the way I see it to how it actually works, right? Both mentally, physically, and how it manifests spiritually.
I can get on board with
Got
that.
it.
Yeah, that's what
Truth,
I'm-
transparency, transformation.
Hey,
Change the name of that program. It's recorded.
Yeah, we got somebody writes it down.
Write it down.
You guys, it's
Write
in the
it down.
transcript. It's in the transcript.
Nobody is gonna go back and transcript that.
I go back and I do sometimes look at the transcript while I'm making the.
Oh, that's you.
It's me.
So moving on.
It's me.
We got,
I read it.
Write it down.
if somebody look, put that motherfucker on the t-shirt. I mean, we need a board full of just phrases for t-shirts. There'd be some bangers in here.
box.
There's some
True.
bangers in here. All right, so I'm excited for what's coming. I'm excited for what's coming, and I want to be able to look back at this and say that's what we did. So that's why I'm big on like saying what it is. But I promise you, mark my words, I do not chase money. Right? So fuck money, but also I need it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I have a life that I'm not saying, so I'm not ignorant to the tool. I'm just realizing it's not the way I live my life.
It's the practice.
It's more like as I grow and manifest what I want, money just follows. I'm living a life of abundance. That's what's gonna happen. So I'm excited. All right.
What episode is this? 9?
This is close of season 1. This is our official season 1 close, so it's 9. Yeah,
So
I don't know how they're going to show up because again, some of them didn't get recorded the right way.
Leave them on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Next time on Coach's
Say
Corner.
something crazy.
To be continued. It goes black and white. We all jump up and freeze frame.
Yeah, right. That reminded
The
me.
JoJo theme song.
That reminded me of when I made the album covers out of.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember that was a good time.
Do you
remember that.
here for that?
I don't think she was.
Yeah, it was great. All right, I'll
Yeah, June, like this.
Yeah. I literally made album covers out of some pictures I took out of all of us because we were doing different things and there were pictures of it, and I was like, these look like album covers, right? Which was really cool. All right, so let's get out of here. Again, we're looking forward to the next season. Hope all of you are. Hopefully you keep following. We just keep getting god doggone better. So if you're looking to join our community, check us out at www.gettingitdaily.com. You can also check us out on social media. Find us on Facebook or Instagram under the name Getting It Daily. Again, just reach out. Until next time, I'm Lyndon.
Amy.
Debbie.
And we're out.
Peace.
Peace.
One more hand for you.
One more.